Let's go Knights! Hi everybody, welcome to Knight Spotlight. I'm Lane Glenn, the president here at Northern Essex Community College, where we have hundreds of talented faculty and staff who are researching and teaching and serving students and preparing them for a world of work that is constantly changing. We are fortunate today to be here on the rooftop of our Alhefni Health and Technology Center on our Lawrence campus with Yanilo Duran. Welcome, Yanilo. It's good to have you with us.
Nice, thanks for having me.
Yanilo's in our enrollment services area. He's a recruiter and has a really fascinating background both outside of higher ed and has come recently into higher education. Yanilo, I'm curious, what drew you into enrollment services and recruitment in the first place? How did you get here?
So when I saw the job posting, I was looking through the description and I was like, this is something that I can do. I love connecting with the community. I love connecting with students also. Like I have a background of working in libraries. So you have students even coming into libraries from people from different backgrounds and stuff like that. I'm more of a people person that connects with other peoples and cultures and stuff like that too. So that's what kind of drew me into it. And I was just like, wow, this is great. And just the fascination of higher education and you know what you can do with a degree. I feel like that's
you're clearly a people person. You and I have been chatting on the rooftop up here for a little bit before we got started here, and you're an easygoing storyteller with a lot to say and very highly interactive, right? So since coming to higher education from the library and other things that you've done, what's been something that has surprised you about the life of colleges?
What surprised me is the amount of people you meet and from the different backgrounds that you see that they're coming from, and also the different situations also. Situations where people are, single mothers or people that are just coming in from different countries and stuff like that too. That's what surprised me, and learning and connecting with them, hearing their different stories too, and how they want to pursue degrees and their dreams and stuff like that. And this is a perfect place to start that journey.
You seem to have this sort of fundamental curiosity about human beings. As we were talking before this interview, we talked about your history background. You studied history when you went to college yourself, and you mentioned something else, that you have this interest in anthropology. Just say a little bit more about that. What interests you? And you did something recently with anthropology, right?
Yeah. So I love anthropology because just learning about the past. Just anthropology is just the experience of learning, and also just the interaction of human remains, but also different cultures and how that has impacted us over the years. So that's definitely something that's piqued my interest, and how connecting with Northern Essex, I feel like that's something that is related to that in some sort of way. So I feel like that was something that kind of piqued my interest. That was something that I was just like, okay, this is awesome. This is great. Well,
that curiosity about people certainly is serving you well in your current role. In this role that you have now, you're often the first point of contact that somebody might have when they first realize, hey, I could go to college, right? I mean, you may be the person who's pivotal, who starts to change a life, right? Maybe without naming any names here, is there a story that you might want to tell us about when that has happened, when you've seen a life changing through what you do?
There's many stories, and these success stories, you can hear countless online and stuff like that, but experiencing them in person kind of impacts me myself too. So I've had a couple people actually with the same story too, where they've had a hard time just thinking about what they're going to do with their lives, and exploring different things, and how Northern Essex could be their start of their academic journey, the start of their achieving their dreams, basically. And I had this one person where they were just confused, and they were like, hey, I just don't know what to do, and I like to, I would like to study psychology. And I was like, this is a great place. Psychology is a very popular program here.
It is,
And after giving some background, a little bit of details, they were like, yeah, I'm definitely going for the psychology degree. I definitely want to start my degree here, and even opportunities as in free community college and how they can definitely pursue that. Opens up so many doors to students that want to come inside here too. So, but we have a lot of these success stories around different times of the semester.
Well,
too.
it has to be a real treat to see so many of those day to day in the work that you do.
Yeah.
So as a recruiter to the college, oftentimes you're also showing people around?
We have tours and information sessions. We're also within community fairs, college fairs too. So I'm that person that you talk to at a college fair if you have somebody going to high school in either Dracut, Methuen, Haverhill. We're there to kind of support you even there.
When you're showing people around on the Lawrence campus, what is one of your favorite spots to talk about or to show people?
One of my favorite spots is definitely the ambulance downstairs on the first floor. It's insane how the building was built around the ambulance, you know, and I tell them like, hey, you'll find these dummies around, these high-tech dummies, and how the lights work in the ambulance and stuff like that. So it's fascinating. It's really, really cool.
Anytime I've ever been in that room with anybody, doesn't matter how old, they could be high school kids or, you know, folks from the community, business leaders were showing around. They do the same. They look at there's an ambulance in here. Do the lights work? And then they want to play with the lights. And the video on the wall and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. So Yanilo, just as we start to close out here, when you think about what a college like Northern Essex does for the students who you're recruiting here, what is your hope when you start to work with these students and you see the wheels starting to turn and you think about their future? What is your most ambitious hope for the students that you connect with and bring to the college? What do you want to see for them?
The biggest thing, so since we're their first point of contact, we kind of help them through the admissions process, the application, the orientation, and stuff like that. But our hopes is for them to actually walk that stage. You know, that's the start of the point to the end of the point, and that's where we really want to see our students shine, where they actually achieve, you know, their dreams of completing their degree or degrees here and stuff like that too. So I feel like that's one of my hopes. Also is to kind of give options to people that seem like they don't have any options at all, where they can explore, you know, just a place where they can kind of find themselves, you know. When I was in college, I was trying to find myself and trying to find these different points of interest until I found history, and that's where, you know, that's where I kind of proceeded with my education and stuff like that too. So that's kind of the gist of what we want to do as recruitment counselors. We want to help them from point A to point B, and kind of
to the best day of the year at commencement, right?
Yeah,
That celebration.
exactly. You know,
hundreds of people, every single one of them has a story walking across that stage.
Exactly.
And for so many of them, that story begins with you. So thank you, Yanilo, for all you do for each one of those students who's going to cross that stage in the years ahead, because you're going to be responsible for a lot of them. Thank you for being such a marvelous ambassador for the college and for launching so many people on their way.
Appreciate it.